Hello, everyone, and welcome to my newest obsession, which is Nevertheless. It's a JTBC drama that is currently airing, and to be quite honest, I didn't think that it would be my thing, but I'm currently obsessed with it. I love the writing of the show, the characters all feel so real, and I love the clever use of camera work in this show as well. And today, especially, I want to talk about the little montage that happens in episode 4. And there are many uses of a montage, but in this particular one, it was to show the passing of time between the two leads and a relationship that mostly takes place at night. They're kind of like friends with benefits at this point. And I just thought it was really interesting how the framing of the shots were just the same. It's the same throughout, but the way that they stage the shots and the composition of the shots are also different to make something that was so visually appealing and just had such purpose within the show. It's one of the things that I love about it, and I felt that in order to show my full appreciation, I had to rank it. So for this particular one, I'm looking at a couple of criteria. Yes, we're very professional here. The first thing I wanted to look at was the positions of the leads. So if you watch the Nevertheless BTS behind the scenes videos, you will see that they are really meticulous when it comes to discussing like hand placement, lip placement, head placement. The leads tend to discuss this together with the director, and I know to make every single shot unique, they must have had a lot of discussion and practice beforehand. So I really appreciate that. There are, I think, 38 unique shots, but I kind of narrowed it down to about 22 because some of them were a little bit repetitive. In terms of like the props and the staging, so you can see like there's so many interesting props being used: books, notebooks, pens, paint. The clothes that they're wearing becomes like socks and trousers and laptops, and they're all kind of placed within the frame of the shot in such interesting ways. And but the reason why I cut down certain shots is because the placement of the props are the same in some shots, but the only thing that is different would be the lighting. So number 3, I also want to look at the lighting because they really put so much thought into it. So for certain shots, it's like it would be nighttime, so it would be like kind of really dark, and but the pose and the props are the same as something with like daytime lighting, and you would see like a couple of shots like that. So I left one of those in, and we'll talk a little bit about that more later. So of course every ranking has to have like a tier, so I made my own tier over here, and it's butterfly theme, but of course I am going to shoehorn this to fit, my friends. It's gonna work. Egg. Okay, butterfly eggs are just not appetizing and not really nice to look at, so egg is like the lowest tier. And then you have like the lava or caterpillar, and caterpillars are like, they're interesting, they're colorful, but at the same time they're poisonous, and some people don't like them because they're furry and stuff. Yeah, second least favorite would be the larva tier. And then we have the chrysalis or pupa tier, and that's when things start to get moving. We're starting to create something beautiful, we're almost there, and good stuff's happening. So that would be chrysalis. And then we have the butterfly tier, when we are free and we're beautiful and we're just, all our colors are out, that would be butterfly tier. And of course the butterfly life cycle only has 4 stages, so I had to have one more. So I went with volume, and I went with flutter of butterflies. And I'm going to show you the collective nouns of butterflies. I just have to, as an English teacher. I myself did not know that butterflies were so freaking dramatic. Look at all the collective nouns: a flight of butterflies, a flutter of butterflies, kaleidoscope, rabble, rainbow, shimmer, swarm, wing. Like, did you know there were so many collective nouns for like just one group of insects? Like, what's happening here? So, but for the purposes of this particular video, I went with flutter of butterflies because, you know, like heart fluttering, you know. I think it works. It works in my mind. We're just gonna go with it. So without further ado, I'm gonna start ranking everything, and I'm gonna rank them in order of appearance. So the first one would be, and I'm just gonna open up the big one here for you. Okay, so the first shot would be when they're looking at the rain, and this is the establishing shot. So this is when they zoom out and you can start to see the actual frame that is going to stay consistent throughout the 30 seconds. And I really like it because he's in white here, and I like seeing Jaeon in white. He just looks nice, and she's kind of like cuddled against him, which is something that happens in most of the shots. But this is the establishing shot. I thought it was pretty nice, but there's nothing really super special, right? So we're just gonna put it in chrysalis for the time being. The next shot, like straight off the bat, I'm gonna tell you this is flutter of butterflies. I mean, look at this, look at it, it's so cute, guys. I don't know, something about his face and her neck is just, he seems a little bit vulnerable here, and then she seems protective with her arms around him. There's a kind of reverse charm to it, because I mean, would you consider Jaeon vulnerable? Actually, to be honest, I felt like there was a little bit of vulnerability in episode 4. It's not a very popular opinion, but I feel like the more layers we start to see of Jaeon, the more interesting a character he becomes to me. But putting that aside, like everything else in this shot is also quite nice. I love the natural lighting to this, and I also love the little pops of color on the desk. So the side tables, you have like this green notebook, and then on the other side you have the little bit of red with the orange, and her pink, like, what do you call that, tank top, camisole? I don't. I'm not very good with words. And just like the bed sheet as well, the checkered bed sheet, this is going to be the one that I like the most. I don't like any of the other bed sheets and blankets. I know I'm being nitpicky, but I absolutely love the colors in this shot, the lighting, everything, the pose. This has got to be Flutter of Butterflies, possibly like my favorite shot. Okay, so next one is when they are hugging at night. So there's this part where she's still working on her notebook, and he's like, you know, let's come and sleep. And I love the shot because of the little socks at the side. Do you see how they're placing all these clothes and the socks and things? It's so cute. And I love in this shot also she's tapping his back, which of course you can't see it because it's a still, but it happens in the montage. I really like this. I'll put it in butterfly for now. Yeah, this is the socks that does it for me. Okay, next one. Okay, this is one of the shots where there is another shot that is completely similar to this, only the lighting is a little bit, there's more light, which shows like the transition of time. Like I said, it's not just like days, but within a day or within a night as well. And the show does such a good job of giving us all these clues as to whether it was the same day or not. And I really appreciate that. So what I love about this is the pose, because of course, like sometimes you would use your partner or whatever as like a little bolster and stuff. I like it, but I'm not sure that I love it. One thing about me is that I'm not a really like skin person. Like the less skin you show, the more interesting it is to me, because I'm a lady and I'm not crude. So this one probably I don't know, chrysalis or lava. It's quite an interesting pose. I'll put in chrysalis first, but I may change it later. Okay, next shot is you know, when I first saw this shot, I didn't really like it because I don't really like his shorts. I don't know what it is about the elastic band. I don't know what it is. Okay, I didn't really like it. But I love her top over here. And I love this little book at the side where it's all the colorful butterflies, and I don't know if this is paint or whatever. Such an interesting shot. I also love her little green pencil case, which is gonna come up like a couple times more. And you can see like this is, you don't really know where the light source is with this one. It might be from the window, but it's not that bright either. So that's why I say like it's so visually interesting, looking at the lighting as well. So this one I quite like. I think I will put this in butterfly. Butterfly. All right. Oh, the next one. Oh, I have so much to say about this. Okay. So this particular shot, again, it was a shot that I didn't quite like at first because I was like, I'm not a skin person, right? I already said that. And also look at that drab brown blanket. Like, what's up with that? I didn't really like the colors in this one, right? However, I love the fact that one pillow is on the floor. They really thought this through. Like, can you imagine like Jaeon just kind of slapping the pillow or kicking the pillow onto the floor, and then he's half asleep at night and he's like, I don't have a pillow, I'm just gonna use Nabi's pillow, and it becomes like this intimate kind of thing where they're sharing a pillow. I don't know, it's just like you can use your imagination with these shots, like you can be creative. But what I also like about this is that it's the only shot with this kind of yellowish, I don't know if it's like dawn, maybe dawn or dusk, I guess more of dawn kind of shot. And again, it's giving us an indication of the time of day it is. So I feel like this shot, butterfly, chrysalis, butterfly for now. Okay. Next one. The next one, oh my gosh. Okay, straight off the bat, I'm telling you what I love about this is, first of all, I love these little pops of color at the side, like her marker pens. I'm very drawn to color, so these could have been the pens that she used to like draw the butterflies in the other one. So in this case, the notebook is closed, sometimes open, sometimes closed. Even little details like that just make such a difference. I love the different books at the side. There's always different things on the other side table as well, but what I love most is that she looks genuinely exhausted. Like Navi looks super tired, like she's really sleeping. The thing about Han So-hee, like, it's like she nails every expression so well. So I love the shot. This is possibly like butterfly or flutter for me. I would say maybe I would say butterfly for now, even though it's very, very close to a flutter of butterflies. Yeah. I'm gonna bring this down. No, I don't want to. All right. Next one we have on the list. Okay, let me explain. This, to me is kind of like a meh kind of shot in terms of like the posing and everything. But what I love are the shadows, because the shadows are like streaks on their faces, and you don't see this kind of streaks of shadows. You see shadows obviously where there's like the shadow, but just, I don't know if it's railing or just changing the curtains or whatever that's causing this effect. The rest of the shot is kind of boring, but just this play with the shadows, I thought it was nice. So I'm gonna put it in butterfly, chrysalis, butterfly, chrysalis, butterfly, because I like it. Okay, next one. Okay, so this one is a bit darker. I tend not to like the darker ones because I don't really know what's going on. But then again, I thought it's interesting with like the kind of little bit of brightness with the open book over here, and then you have like different black items on the other side, and then just like the noses so close together. I thought it's a nice kind of intimacy between them, and her arms around his neck. I don't know, I appreciate it more and more now, but I would say this is probably a chrysalis for me. Yeah. The next one, okay, I like this one. I like him clothed. I like him in this black t-shirt, and you can see like in this one he's wearing the same shorts as he's wearing in the other shots, but just like a change in like the t-shirt would show that it's probably a different time of day, or it's a different day altogether, especially with the props at the side being completely different. You have this side with the greens and one light on. Sometimes the light on this side is on, sometimes the light on that side is on. Just small things like this, so appreciated. I also love his hand on her wrist like that. Whenever he touches her wrist, it's just something that is so sensual, and the camera definitely focuses on that, especially in I think was it episode 3, right at the end, the bed scene. They have a shot of him touching her wrist. Just small things like that make all the difference. I really like this. I think I'll put it in butterfly. Yeah, sure, why not? Butterfly. Okay, the next one. Okay, so really love the colors over here. Just her in pink, and her lips are so beautiful. And you see there's something different going on with the notebook, like maybe some references that she cut out and things like that. The slippers, every time you see them, they're in a different position. I just find that so, I love that detail. But otherwise, yeah, take a look at the shadow. Like, so again, there are shadows on their faces, but it's not like the streaks that we were talking about just now. So even things like that are just so different. For me, this is probably just a chrysalis. I didn't find it super exciting. We don't really have bottom tiers yet, but I think we'll get to it soon enough. Okay. So again, like, you can't really see anything in this shot because it's so dark, but I really like the positioning of the pillows, just the perpendicular positioning. He decided to sleep in a different position, and obviously couples don't always spend their whole night like spooning or hugging or whatever, so I really like that. The only thing is that I hate that blanket so much. It looks so sterile. It looks like something you cover a dead body with. I do not like it, but I do like the positioning of the pillows, and for that, I will probably put it in chrysalis. Okay, so this one is probably like in the same night, you know, because everything is kind of the same. But then again, you know, there's a clothing here that is kind of missing. But I don't know, it could be the same night. Again, they look like dead people, and they look stiff in this, so this is probably egg for me. We're going with egg. We have to have a low tier. I don't know if you're enjoying this. We're reaching the end. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know if you can tell, but I hope you're having fun too. Next one is oh, okay, so this one of the K fans, oh wait, what are they talking about? Yeah, I think they were talking about this particular shot where it looks like they are whispering to each other. I think that's what they said. There's so much about it that I love, and it's not just about that. I think that K-Fam was absolutely correct. They look so intimate, like they were just like you could. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute. They're like huddled together, and there's something about clothing, right? Is so nice, even though he's obviously not wearing pants. And then there's the laptop there, because of course, how could students only have books, right? So there's the laptop, they have this little alarm clock that she has, the colors of the notebook kind of matching his shirt and the bed sheets as well. And just kind of like the early morning, you know, in Japan it would be like 4 a.m. kind of sunlight. I don't know. Everything about this is so cute, so soft, so beautiful that it goes into Flutter of Butterflies. Absolutely. All right. Next one is okay, right? What I love about this is just both the pillows are on the floor, and he looks cold because she's the only one using the blanket. It's cute. It's cute. I would put this in chrysalis, maybe. Yeah, just because he looks cute, curled up. Okay. Next one. So this is one of like the more intimate shots, I would say. It makes me blush a little bit, but I love how they play with positioning, right? It's not always like the heads on the same position, the same leveling. Sometimes like somebody's further down the bed. Sometimes people, you roll around and you mess around. I don't know. Anyway, again, I hate that blanket so much. Yeah, it's not doing it for me. But I like how they thought about different positions. I would put it in larva. Okay. So the next one, I kept it in even though you couldn't see them, but I think that's the point, isn't it? You can't see them. This is kind of like a boring shot to me again. I feel like this is probably like one set that they all kind of did together at one shot. But I love how they consider, like, sometimes you just want to snuggle in the blankets. I would put this in larva just because it's unique. Next one. Okay, so we already talked about the shot. I left this in because I wanted to show you that, again, look, the poses are the same and the setup, the staging is like all the same at the sides. But just like with some small differences, I think there were 2 pillows in the other one where there's only one here. Again, they're sharing a pillow, which somehow is so cute to me. I wouldn't like it if it happened to me in real life, but just like it's cute on screen, and they both have small heads. I know that's not like my standard of beauty. It's a standard of beauty in Korea, I guess, but it's just cute. And the lighting is different. It's a bit more lighted in this one. So again, differences in time. I would put that one. What did I put the other one? I don't know. Butterfly. Butterfly it is. Okay, this one again is the one where he's wearing the black shirt, but their poses are different. I love how they're both facing down. That's kind of how I sleep. I face down to sleep. But I also love the play with colors. So she's wearing something blue, he's wearing something black, and she's actually in different clothing than him. Like, so what I mean to say is that in the other shot with the black shirt, I think, yeah, she's wearing a different top. So it would be a different day. So like small things you probably wouldn't really notice at first, but then you notice it here. And again, I love it when there is just some bright colors scattered here and there, and that's the case with the books here. So this one I would say is it's so cute. I might put this in Flutter just because I feel generous. It's going in Flutter or Butterflies. Look, it's all so similar, isn't it? I have a taste in bed shots, I guess. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is a pretty dark one, but look how like you can just sort of see the outline of some light over here. So it's visually interesting. So you can see some blacks, different black items over here and over here, but just this little glimpse of yellow or gold that brings a little bit of brightness to the shot. I don't really like shots like this that seem a bit dreary, but the more that I look at it, the more I appreciate it. And also I love the fact that she's completely hogging the blanket here. It's just so funny. So I would probably put this one in chrysalis. Yeah. And we're kind of reaching the end. I don't know if we've seen one where he kind of uses her as a bolster. I feel like we have. I can't remember. But anyway, if we have done something like this. I just put this in here to show. Again, it's just like the differences in time of day that they are in bed. So same pose, different lighting. I would put it in just lava. Again, I'm not very into these drab kind of stuff. All right, two more to go. Okay, so this one, oh, okay, so like this is probably the same day where they are in the same clothes. I love it. You know what I love about it? It's so Christmassy because you see all the green items placed this way, and then you see the red book on this side. I just love the colors and of their shirts as well. The pose is like, whatever, and you can't really see the pillow in this shot anymore. There used to be one pillow over here, right? So who knows what happened to it. It's just like small little differences. I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to put this one in I'll put in flutter or butterflies. I feel good about that. And the last one, again, I feel like this is a similar shot, but look at what they're doing here. They have snacks here. It's something that we haven't seen before in other shots. And then we have some different items over here. I don't really know what it is. We have this like pants like just on the floor in a very interesting manner. I like it so much. I like the differences in the props especially. I think I will put this one also because like she's facing down, he's facing side. I don't know, I find this kind of cute. I would put this in chrysalis, butterfly. Okay, so we have filled up every tier. We were kind of fair. I feel like, yeah, as a teacher, I feel like this would be, do you know of the bell curve? I feel like this is like the perfect results for a bell curve if we were to have one. Yeah, I'm very satisfied. And you can see like I have a preference for the lighter ones, the more interesting lighting ones at the top. And with the exception of my absolutely favorite, where he's half naked, I kind of like them clothes a little bit more. Even though, I mean, it makes sense for them not to have clothes on. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you listened all the way to here, wow, congratulations and thank you so much. If you want, I'm gonna leave the link to this particular tier ranking thing that you can try to do, and if you like, you can take a screenshot and show it to me. I'm usually on Twitter at Doramatic Bites, so if you want to find me there and DM me your screenshot, I'll be happy to talk about this and Nevertheless with you. Nevertheless is on Netflix, so please check it out, and I'll see you when I see you.